Hey everybody, TechGuySmartBuy back here again with the HTC EVO View 4G for Sprint, and let's get into it and see what it's all about. Let's start from the looks of it. It definitely gives you the EVO look with the black and the red trimming. You got the red trim around the camera lens. Little red in here, but dual speakers as well. On HTC Flyer, the Wi-Fi version of this tablet, everything's all white with I think this part and this top part is gray. Let's dive into the tablet now. All right, as you can see, it still has it definitely has a lot of it has a new sense, like there's a ring to lock where you can just simply unlock it, or you have the option as well to go directly into an app by pulling the app into the ring, and of course you can choose which apps you want up there to toggle back and forth with. It's definitely it's not light. It's not as light as, say, the Galaxy Tab 10.1, but again, it wasn't built to be. It has the build of it has a kind of rugged, but I don't think it can withstand a pretty high drop. But it's still well built. I mean, it's HTC, so they know what they're doing. They've been making a lot of money off everything Android this year, and with this being their first tablet, I think it was very smart of them to add the Sense UI to it to kind of give a different feel, a different approach. Rather than all the honeycomb tablets there are out there. Let's see. Let's stick to it this way. Like I said, it has Sense. It's actually running Android 2.3 Gingerbread, which is a little odd to see on the tablet. I guess everybody's expecting to see honeycomb of sorts on everything, the tablet. But I mean, with the Sense, you can't really tell the difference. Everything works out pretty well. I mean, you still have, got 3D spinning options, which is you'll also have on the HTC Sensation for T-Mobile, which has a lot of newer Sense features as well. The EVO View 4G actually will be upgradable to honeycomb sometime in the near future, but with the Sense, you may not notice too much of a difference. It may still have some of the visual aesthetics, but just maybe some key feature differences. Since this being a Sprint device, and pretty much all smartphones / tablets on Sprint have the key option of the 3G / 4G mobile hotspot, which is which they have here. They actually have it right here. We can get it. Sprint hotspot, which is not checked, but by the way, this is a very cool notification screen where you have recently opened apps over here, of course your actual notifications, and then quick settings where you can toggle between different things without having to go into menu and settings and everything, which is always good to have when you want to do something real quick. Guess let's talk about the camera. See, you get that? Can we get that? Right there. It's the 1.3 megapixel in the front, and then back here we got the 5 megapixel in the back. As you can see, there's no flash, so some of you might be bummed out. I was kind of bummed out seeing that. Definitely, the flash would have definitely made a difference, being the fact that the cameras aren't necessarily bad, but not having a flash and then not being, I'm not saying they're not built, but not being prepped for low light situations, it kind of hinders, you really taking advantage of the camera on the tablet. But again, it being a camera on the tablet, not sure, how often you're going to stick out a 7-inch slab to take a shot of a group family. You're not going to carry this thing to like a wedding or graduation. Oh no, some of you might, but if you were, this may not be the tablet to do it on the cameras, because they're kind of okay, nothing spectacular. the 5 megapixel camera in the back does record in 720p HD, which isn't bad. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. Let's see. Another key feature making this tab a little bit different, of course, is the HTC Scribe, which is digital pen that comes with it, where you got cool options where, you know, you just kind of like take a screenshot of the page and then just, you know, let your, you know, your toddler or something go to work on it, or you could just, you know, show somebody, oh, look what I did. So I mean, it's definitely cool to have that option. And it's, you know, and the UI and everything was built very well, where the pen only allows you to do certain things, and the rest you have to go back to using your finger. Like say screenshot, and in order to hit save, share, print, or discard, you have to use your fingers. The pen won't activate it. So I mean, that was definitely good of them to do that, to kind of keep it and you know, keep everything in order, so, you know, people won't make accidental, you know, sending it to, you know, whoever, or accidentally printing it. So it's definitely solid to do. You can see right here in the corner, it's like a green, you know, a green pen. That's pretty much the like menus for the pen, where you hit it, and then, you know, you have the options will come up. Let's go into Reader, actually, and show off some of the books. You got Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Jane Eyre, Alice Adventures of Wonderland, so I'm getting that, Tale of Two Cities, Bram Stoker's Dracula, Scarlet Letter, 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, Jack London, White Fang. You know, I'm pretty sure most of you people have read some of these or a few of these in school growing up. Let's get into The Art of War. Let's see, and actually with the books you kind of can't use it that way. You have to go that way. So, you know, you have the option, of course, turn the page, but now with your pen here, trusty pen, you can make notes. You can add this, you know, highlight stuff, you know. Then you have your menu where you can change colors. You could change if you want to use pen, pencil, paintbrush, marker, fine tip, regular, eraser, the size of your brushes, and then of course undo and trash and everything, which is pretty cool. And you can access that in several apps, you know, any app that the pen will work with. So let's see, let's get out of that. Let's check out something else with this pen. Let's see. Let's go into notes. This actually syncs to your Evernote account if you have one, but it's not mandatory. You don't have to necessarily use it. You can just skip it and go directly into notes. Let's see. Let's pull up something I worked with. Yeah, this is something I drew a little bit a while ago. Well, not a while ago, when we first picked up the tablet. And of course, as you can see through the range of colors, that's why Peter Griffin and Batman are kind of without color in certain areas, because I didn't want to screw it up. So, you know, mess up the original color. Ooh, sorry. And so I just left it at that. But, you know, in the notes thing, you have the option to, you know, of course you can draw, you can actually write, you know. There you go. See, and you can write, and dealing with the pen is designed very, you know, it's designed like a rectal pen. It's, you know, it has a battery in it, 1 AAA battery it takes, but, you know, it's very natural writing. You know, you don't feel like there's like a delay when writing. It's, you know, it's pretty natural, and you have the option to take a picture, which I'm not, but you have the option to take a picture. Then add it to your notes. add audio, document, or file. Also in the meeting, you could probably just put the tablet down and just record your minutes, and and then just play it back rather than trying to write everything down. Of course, like anything else, you have to make sure that the tablet is in a good setting from the speaker, because if you're like 5 tables behind, don't expect to get everything so clearly. So let's save that. Moving right along. Okay, let's just move right along anyway. Oh, yeah, I also want to get into HTC Watch, where, of course, it'll just, okay, give it a second to load up. Allows you to pretty much rent and buy movies, media, video, not videos, just movies and TV shows. Buy them to watch directly on your tablet, straight through HTC Store, which is kind of similar to Samsung's Media Hub, which is why not? If it works, it works. If you get some more revenue, why not? Why not give it a shot? Also, just wanted to get into Car Panel, where it pretty much kind of mimics the Motorola car dock that they had with the first original Droid. Well, started with the original Droid. It's a 7-inch tablet. Why not why not sell a dock accessory where you can do footprints, navigation, voice search, view map search, and of course exit, and all for your car driving needs. Why not?